What's going on, guys, and welcome back once again. My name is Jordan, also known as J-Monster, and you're watching round 2 of the semi-final game between Admiral Thrawn and Arrow2DaKnee. Let's take a look at their armies before they manage to get into the center and start murdering each other. Let's see, we have Arrow2DaKnee, who is playing Isengard, and I believe Admiral Thrawn is playing as Arnor. So I see 1, 2, 3 units of wargs, 1, 2 units of Isengard axemen. They're like a lightish or medium kind of axemen. 1 unit of Dunlending tribesmen. 1 unit, probably 2 units, no, 1, 2, 3 units of Isengard Uruk-hai infantry. On the flank here, we've got 2 units of berserkers, and 1, 2, 3 units of pikemen, and 3 units of crossbows. And right in the back here, I would assume this is where the general is hiding. Yeah, there he is right there, looking all swag in his centurion helmet. We have a unit of the I can't remember what these guys are called. They're like a tower guard. I don't know. Totally spaced on that. And Admiral Thrawn, let's take a look at his Arnor army. He's got a unit of Arnor Sergeants, a unit of Arnor Knights, and a unit of Knights of Anuminas, the super heavies of Arnor. He's got 2 units of Knights of Anuminas. Good picks on his part. And 2 units of Knights of Arnor. It looks like he brought the Sergeants kind of just like to fill out his roster with like a little bit extra money. Let's see, in the back here, we have 2 units of Battle-Ready Dunedain. 2 units of Knights of Anuminas. Very expensive, but very small elite army. Pretty similar to the one that Admiral Thrawn used against me in our previous matches. In the center, he's got 2 units of pikes, 1 unit of Dunedain Rangers, and 2 units of the Arnor Heavy Archers. So definitely outnumbered, absolutely outnumbered, but a very powerful elite corps. Let's see how Arrow2DaKnee can do here. Since his crossbows are outranged terribly by the Arnor Archers, he's going to have to go forward, which means that Admiral Thrawn can dictate the terms of this engagement, which is a pretty big advantage. So we got Arrow2DaKnee sallying forth here with his crossbowmen. These guys are very powerful, and they will kill these skirmishers right quick, but they have to get into range first. And the risk of overextending his archers at this point is that they'll get run down by Admiral Thrawn's numerous cavalry. And he does quite badly outnumber the cavalry of Isengard. He's only got 3 units of wargs, which are at best really not all that great light shock cavalry. Let's see how this goes for him. It looks like he's going to try and get his archers into, or his infantry into melee as quick as possible. Try and overwhelm that very flimsy line of Admiral Thrawn. But I don't know how well that's going to go for him unless he can protect his flanks really well. We might see a lot of hammer and anvil charges here. So let's take a look at the skirmish fight going on here. We've got the Dunedain Rangers and the Arnor Heavy Archers standing up pretty well to that arrow fire from the Uruk-hai crossbowmen. Doesn't look like they've taken too many casualties, just the odd casualty here and there. But looks like he's targeting his Knights of Anuminas, which is actually a really smart idea, because their shield is on the other side, which means that they do not get the protection bonus against missiles. So by hitting them in the flank like this with those armor-piercing bolts, he's going to cause a lot of damage to these guys. That's actually a really smart plan on his end. Looks like Admiral Thrawn has mobilized one of his wings of cav. We've got a unit of Knights and Knights of Anuminas and Arnor Sergeants here. And all that's standing in their way is a couple units of infantry that'll get run over, some spearmen, and a single unit of wargs. This is going to be pretty tough because he's got to pull those units out of the fight with his front line. But it looks like the main fight here has begun. We can see Admiral Thrawn's cav maneuvering into position on the flank there. But it looks like his Dunedain Rangers actually got caught in melee, so they're not able to disengage and get into a firing position anymore. And in the meantime, these Dunedain Knights of Anuminas are taking some fire from the crossbows. Looks like Admiral Thrawn's cavalry circling around for a kill. We're going to try and keep an eye on them. But a big fight in the center here. The Uruk-hai infantry probably not doing terribly well. It's a hard fight straight on like that. Looks like the pikemen are sitting in the back there. Good idea. Good play on the part of Arrow2DaKnee. They're going to be useful, but they are getting peppered with arrows. So he's going to move his pikemen in to engage these pikemen. This is a bad fight for Uruk-hai infantry, not one that you want to see them get engaged in. Oh, looks like we got a cav fight going on over here. The berserkers are in amongst the cav, and they are cutting them down. He very wisely kept his Dunedain Knights of Anuminas out of that fight, but oh, that's just horrible for them. Looks like these guys, unit of Arnor Knights here managed to get into the crossbows, interrupting Arrow2DaKnee's constant bombardment on Admiral Thrawn's lines. Finally, he managed to do that. But it might be too little too late. There's still 2 healthy units here just doing work. But he's outnumbered here. The War Cav is, of course, getting slaughtered. That's probably his main objective here, aside from taking down some of these crossbowmen. So he sees what's coming. He's going to pull his Knights of Anuminas out of here, along with his unit of, I think those are not just generic Arnor Knights, yeah. But he's still got lots of units to throw in front of them. Looks like he Arrow2DaKnee managed to blunt that charge with a unit of his wargs. But they are getting, they're well overextended. Oh no, he's going to pull them back. Good job on his part. Looks like, oh yeah, I think one of these units here just got completely destroyed. So these crossbows here are going to be in for a bit of a nasty shock. But it looks like the Knights or the Arnor Sergeants here are not going to get a powerful charge off on them. They're just going to manage to get into melee. So they are going to get surrounded. Thrawn's cavalry is way too far away to support them at this point. Let's take a look at the infantry fight. Looks like it's going pretty well for Arnor. Wherever the Dunedain Knights of Anuminas are, the dismounted ones, it's pretty hard for them to break through. Looks like he's engaged his battle-ready Dunedain in the fight here against these pikemen, but that's a bad engagement for them. These guys are going to be okay. They're going to punch right through those lines. But it looks like he's pulling off some units to reinforce them. But this unit of Arnor Sergeants here doing a good job holding up this unit of cav here, as well as this unit of crossbows, and they're going to hit from behind, so a big reversal here. There's not too much that he has left to throw in front of them anymore. He's got some berserkers that he's bringing in here, a unit of pikemen, but they're just not fast enough to catch these guys. So he's bringing in another unit of Knights of Anuminas here, a very depleted unit. Looks like they got into another scrap with his units on the right flank of Arrow2DaKnee. The Knights of Anuminas here, in amongst these archers right here, they've basically been thrown under the bus. They had their protection stripped away. This is a much better use of his resources. These guys are anti-cav, so they're going to just look at that. Just watch those knights die. Let's take a look at the infantry fight in the center here. Still looks like it's anybody's game. He's bringing in a unit, a fresh unit by the looks of it, of battle-ready Dunedain. So it looks like the infantry fight is going to go to Admiral Thrawn. Those 2 Knights of Anuminas serving him very well on the front lines. Looks like this final unit here is going to take a vicious charge from these Knights of Anuminas. Looks like Isengard is going to go down. This is going to be the end of it. I think that Admiral Thrawn is going to be moving on to the finals. I'm not too sure who he's going to be playing, but I'm going to try and cover that for you guys as well. Yeah, that cav just punched right through. These axemen here weren't able to stop them, even though it looked like a pretty favorable engagement for a while for the Isengard player. Where are those berserkers and what are they doing? Oh, there they are. I see. So he pulled his units off here, but he's very exposed. Once these cav units are done, they're going to destroy this pocket here. So unless he can break these Knights of Anuminas, which is a hard task in and of itself, as well as these pikemen here, he's going to be suffering some brutal casualties from the victorious Arnor cav. Yeah, here it comes. I think this is the end of the game, guys. Although he has managed to surround them, but he is being surrounded in turn, and these guys are not going to stick around and fight very long. Looks like they're already starting to rout. Yeah, that's going to be the end of them. Just piling in more cav. Looks like Arrow2DaKnee has admitted defeat. Good game on the part of Arrow2DaKnee. That's a hard army to beat. It's a lot of cav, especially with Isengard's pathetic cav. So it looks like this huge blob of troops here. I don't know. I would have stayed and fought it out. It might have been different. The infantry advantage definitely goes to Isengard at this point. Like they have so much infantry. I wouldn't have given up right there. They were on the verge of overwhelming these 2 units. He does have intact archers though, which probably would have been the difference. But if it came down to a straight infantry fight, Isengard I think would have been pretty good. So it looks like that is it for the game. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Hopefully I will get to cover the final tournament battle between Admiral Thrawn and whoever manages to get there. That's going to be really exciting. But yeah, that's the end. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.